Hello everybody and welcome back to the Inferno Collection. Today we'll be taking a look at the first release in a new line of resources I've dubbed Inferno's Minis. These new mini resources may be smaller in scope than my flagship releases like Fire Alarms and Station Alert, but they still deliver the high Inferno Collection quality you've come to expect. Let's dive right in and take a look at today's release, Inferno Spotlight. In a nutshell, Inferno Spotlight adds movable spotlights to your server's vehicles automatically, without any need for configuration. Yep, you heard me, no configuration required. It achieves this by using the existing spotlights modeled on your vehicle as a reference point for where to add our new movable spotlights, and to figure out which spotlight belongs to the driver versus the passenger. If your vehicles have spotlights as part of the model, regardless of whether they are permanently attached, toggled via extras, or added via mod kit, as long as they illuminate when you toggle your vehicle's high beams, they should be compatible. This applies for both S-Ground and non-S-Ground vehicles. But if you come across a vehicle that doesn't work that you think should, be sure to let us know in our Discord. Vehicle creators who want to ensure compatibility should check out our documentation website, which explains what the resource checks for on a vehicle. And speaking of vehicle creators, thanks to Noisiac for their Police Vapid Scout, which is the vehicle used in all the background footage for this video. Link to the GTA 5 mod page in the description. So how does the resource work? Enabling the spotlight is as simple as pressing two configurable keybinds simultaneously. By default, this is left control and left shift. Once enabled, moving the spotlight is as simple as holding the secondary keybind, shift by default, and moving your camera. The spotlight will follow wherever you look. You can move the spotlight in both first and third person, as well as while driving. To disable the spotlight, just press the keybinds again. There's also a configurable command if you prefer typing, or if you want to bind the spotlight toggle with a single button press via a bind command. While you don't need to configure the resource, you're still absolutely welcome to. The config gives you complete control over how the vehicle spotlight is drawn, allowing you to change the max distance, brightness, and more. Also within the config, you can change the keybinds, the command, and additionally set up vehicle extras. What are the vehicle extras used for, you ask? Excellent question. As server owners will likely know, it's fairly common for spotlights to be added as extras on vehicles, specifically in both a flipped up and flipped down variant. What the vehicle extras section in the config allows you to do is configure which extras on a vehicle map to what spotlight variations. For example, in these entries for the vehicle NK Scout, the flipped down variant of the driver's side spotlight is extra 8, and the flipped up is extra 6. For the same vehicle for the passenger spotlight, flipped down is extra 9, and flipped up is extra 7. By adding these entries to your config, the resource will set the correct extras for your vehicle when enabling or disabling a spotlight, such that the flipped up variant is used when the spotlight is enabled, and the flipped down variant is used when disabled. Once again, this is completely optional and is not required for the resource to function. You can find an example config on our docs website. Some of the other highlights of the Inferno Spotlight are that it supports dual spotlight activation, so long as there are two spotlights modeled on a vehicle. The driver and passenger spotlights will work independently of each other, meaning, for example, the passenger can turn on and move their spotlight without the driver needing to do anything. This also applies to the vehicle extras. If configured, the passenger spotlight can flip up and down without the driver needing to change the extras themselves. Another feature is that spotlights will rotate on a vehicle's pitch and yaw axis, or put another way, when the vehicle points up or down, left or right, so does the spotlight, rather than always pointing directly forward. Also worth mentioning, spotlights have working shadows and a corona, which adds to the realism nicely. And that is all folks, thank you very much for watching. You can expect to see a few more Inferno mini resources between now and the release of our next flagship resource. Every purchase made on our Tebex store helps towards development of these new resources. Make sure to check out our Discord to stay up to date with our latest and greatest releases. Thanks once again for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.